Hello, welcome back to Lamatique. Happy Wednesday, everyone. I'm back with a couple more VHS insert journals. I've got Pinocchio and Toy Story today. So let's start with Toy Story. Okay, so first we have a little dangle, and it's got a little mini brands Super Bowl on it. When I first started making this, I thought it was a magic 8-ball, which Woody uses in, I believe it's like Toy Story 1. By the time I was done, I realized it was a Super Bowl, but it was made, and I still liked it. It's cute. It's a toy. It's about toys, so I thought it was okay. Anyways, just to leave it. It's little star beads that I make myself. And then the little mini brand is connected to the big. And then the stars are connected with little lobster claws, so you could take them and remove them and put them somewhere else. The closure is just a big yellow button with some elastic. So here is the cover. It's a VHS insert like usual. So there is a little aging and, there might be little scratches or that in it. Here is the label down here. It's got the extra paper on the spine. So these are going to be really bright, colorful journals. Sticky notes in the front. We got some that have a talking bubble and say blah. And then there is a couple little just green ones. Got this little note paper in the front here, and I just thought that was really cute and went with the Toy Story theme. Scrapbook paper. Pocket. There's a small piece of scrapbook paper. Came from one of those small scrapbook paper pads, but I cut it down just a little more to fit in the pocket. Here is a piece of ephemera from a Toy Story VHS. It's a coupon for ketchup. I thought that was really cute and really neat piece of memorabilia. There is a little piece of paper. This is from one of those journaling card things or planner sets. I can't remember now, but it's just one little journal card page from it. Bright green astrobites, and it's got a little bit of washi, a little bit of blue washi there in the corner. Bright activity page. This is a nice weight of paper. I thought the colors were neat and the shapes were just neat. Kind of reminded me of Toy Story. I thought it fit nice in here. Hand-dyed blue paper. This is Disney Toy Story paper. It's got Buzz and Woody and the little alien on there. There's a little splash dyeing on the back of those pages. This one has a very light orange and yellow on it. I'm not sure if you can see that. Excuse me. A little space washi in the corner of that blue Astro Brights paper. More scrapbook paper. This is a vintage. This is 1998 Mr. Potato Head Valentine. Scrapbook paper that says happy. And it does have some splash dyeing, which is coming through from the other side. Where I kind of splashed and dyed the other side of it, so it wasn't stark white. 2 little sheets of this note paper. Paint chip. Index cards. 3 little note papers. And what do I got here? 3 of these days of the week. It's all in this pocket here. Take that off for a second. Put that back in a minute. So we got a sticker here from a Disney sticker book. It's Woody, little sheriff's badge. I need a drink. Give me 1 second. My allergies are just going crazy today. Toy Story stickers. Gift tag. Now let's see if I can get this back on. One try, look at that. Tuck that back in there. Red Astro Brights with a little bit of washi at the bottom. Another one of these, like, coloring activity book pages, but I just like the really bright colors. Hand-dyed paper. Here's more Toy Story paper. Buzz and Woody and Rex. It's got a little bit of a very light yellow or green. I think that's green. It's a very light, though, just so it's not completely stark white. Blue Astro Brights, a little bit of washi. Here's a handmade journaling card, and all these journaling cards are shaker cards. So they have some stuff that is like in the plastic, and then there's bits that shake around in there as well. And then I just sprayed the back a little bit and left it so you have plenty of room to journal. I like how this one came out. It's got Woody in the background. On the other side, there is some die-cut tags out of different papers. This scrapbook is used in here. This one I think is only used as extra. This is a heavy cardstock. Oh, I gotta go down towards the bottom. The bright green Astro Brights and a little bit of decorative tape. Another one of those activity pages. This one's got the squares. But I thought this was like the squares and that are neat because you could write in them, add pictures, or just use them as a background to journal, to junk journal and stick your own things over in that. The other side's orange. Hand-dyed paper. More Toy Story, Disney Toy Story paper. Woody and Buzz. You can see the blue on the back of that one. Red with a little bit of washi. The middle here is a coloring book page with just these spirals. So I thought that was really neat and fun. It's another shaker. It's Jessie. And then it's just backed with this hand-dyed paper so you can journal on the back. Lost my words. Like I said, these ones are all shakers, so Rex card, flash card. The other side of the Toy Story paper. Green paper. Here we just got some die-cut tickets. Some dyed tickets. And a little page with the cutouts. This is a new die cut I got. I really like this. Gives you something a little more interesting than just an off-cut piece of paper. Oh, and there's the splash dyeing on the other side. We have another handmade shaker card on this side. This is the Buzz card. So it's got all these little stars that shake around, and then like the other stuff is in the plastic and that. Then you still got room to like write here on the front if you wanted to, and then there's plenty of room on the back to write. It's got a little splash dyeing. I thought making them all shakers would be really fun in these ones because they're very bright colors. So I thought that was really fitting. It's another pocket. some more die cut tickets, a little die cut cupcake. One second. Sorry, get a quick little drink. 2 little pieces of orange note paper. A page of star stickers. Some robot paper. I got 3 of those little note papers. And another one from that coloring, journaling book. I like this one because it had the little rainbows. It says, "Color seems to radiate happiness in the spirit of modern life and movement." But I like this side. It fit in there. Let me take this off. Just make this easier. Get that all put back in there quicker. Yeah, the Disney paper used in here kind of had like an arcade kind of theme, and like Pizza Planet-y. So that's why I've cut like all the ticket die cuts instead in this one. Here's just a print. It's on some nice heavy cardstock, and it is glossy, so you could make that into something or just use it as a journaling card or a photo mat. And then there's this one of the sky. I thought this one was pretty. This one's a little lighter weight paper, but this one was really pretty because of Buzz. So I like that. Thought that was cute in there. Another little die cut ticket. More space washi on the blue paper. The other side of the Toy Story paper. The other side of one of the coloring pages, or activity coloring kind of pages. Here is a little note card. Inside you got a little faux diner receipt. The envelope with the note card, and in the back here is just a nice piece of dyed time card. I had to cut it down a little bit to fit it in here, but it's nice to create on, so I thought I'd give you that to create your own journaling card on, or that, or just write on it. I like to put a lot of things for you to make your own stuff in there, as usual. Here's a Buzz flashcard. And then in the pocket, the back pocket here, we have a little page from a book with Woody on it. There's Buzz on the back. An offcut from the scrapbook paper with Buzz and Woody on it. A little background piece, so you could create your own little card. This is like part of this I used for one of the Woody themed shaker card inside. The other piece of this, so I thought that was neat. So you could make something even if you put it like on here, which is a piece of coloring page, but I love the stars. So I thought that went really well. But yeah, so you could put these things together and make your own little journaling card. I like to include pieces like that. You can create maybe you found a little inspiration from something I did and you'd like to try it. That's kind of what I try to put, a lot of little extra pieces of paper in there. So you've got something to create your own little spreads with and that. And that is the Toy Story one. Now we will move on to the Pinocchio. Let me show you this really quick, and then I need to explain some things about the Pinocchio. Okay, so these are those big handmade stars, or the handmade stars I make myself. This is a large one, and it's attached to the keychain lobster claw. Here's the littler lobster claw, which is just like a jewelry size. It's got more of those stars I made. Then it's got a little whale charm and a little like water drop charm. I thought it was cute. I like the way that came out. Okay, so It's elastic with a button, like usual. This is the first time I've ever seen this Pinocchio VHS cover, and it was completely square. Like usually the VHS covers either come with both rounded corners, or one is rounded and one is square, and I will just round off. Sorry, I'm not in frame. Either both are rounded like this, or sometimes one is square. And when it's square, I will just round it off to meet the other rounded corners and keep it all rounded corners, round the corners of my paper and all that. This one, however, was so old that it came square. Like, there was no rounded edge. And I wasn't sure if I wanted to keep it square or round the corners like I usually do. So I'd asked my fiance and my daughter, like, what do you think? The round corners or not the round corners? And they were like, no, keep it intact with square corners, add some book corners. And I kind of had to agree with them. It's such an old cover that I thought that was really fitting. Like, the cover is like, you can kind of see how it was drawn and stuff. It's much different than any other cover I've seen for Pinocchio. So I believe this is an older version of Pinocchio. So I really enjoyed this cover though. So we did keep it corners. I did give it metal book corners. It's got extra paper on the spine. A little label, like I always kind of include. So let me know what you think. Would you have rounded the corners, or would you have kept them square too? I really debated for a long time. They both said square, and I kind of wanted to keep them square. So I decided that was the best thing, was just to keep them square. Sticky notes. There's a couple of each color. There's some yellow here and some red. This is a page from that calligraphy book, but this one was just the little swirls, and I thought that was really cute to put in here. Here's the paper that's on the spine. This one, again, is going to be all really bright colors. I thought this one was really cute because it really matches the colors on the cover and the colors of Pinocchio's outfit. This, unfortunately, is only single-sided scrap paper, so there is a little dyeing, spray dyeing on the back. This paper, the paper does match, except for the green one, came from the same kit. The green one I used as the background, that's a lot thicker, because this was like a paper cover, so I used a thicker scrapbook paper there. I'll cut down smaller piece of scrapbook paper. This is just some ephemera from a VHS. I did not have one that was Pinocchio in particular, but this one had some older movies on it, so I thought that was cute to include. Another one of those little papers from the planner. Now this is, I keep saying paper, but this is kind of thick. So, red paper with a washi. The 24 pounds Astro Brights. Pinocchio. I love him with his little donkey ears. And this is funny because this is, usually I face the pages with the head of the paper, like you see the head of the paper here. Now occasionally I will flip them. This is one of those times where I did flip it. You're seeing the bottom of the page instead of the top of the page. Just because of the way he was jumping in the water, I thought it was really cute to put it the other way. So here you see Pinocchio's feet. Hand-dyed paper. It's a coloring book page. It's the sun. Astro Brights. Here is a little vintage Valentine's. I could not find the word. So this is an older Valentine, late 90s maybe, I would guess. But I thought the cat was cute because of the little cat. I believe her name is Cleo in this movie, in Pinocchio. This paper also belongs to the same scrapbook kit. And it has been splash dyed inside too. 2 of those. 1 red paint chip. Index cards. 3 of these little note papers and 3 of these days of the weeks. Take that off for a second. There we go. Okay, here we have, I didn't have, whoops, I'm shaking all over the place. I didn't have a set of Pinocchio stickers, so I included some Mickey Mouse. Just a little strip of Mickey Mouse. The gift tag. And here is your Pinocchio sticker. That did come out of a Disney sticker book. More Pinocchio books. Geppetto Upset. There, right there, you can see Jiminy Cricket. It's funny. It's so tiny. You can see Jiminy Cricket right there. I thought that was funny. Cute little, like, Easter egg. Washi tape. Hand-dyed paper with the stars. This is actually a Sudoku page. The Sudoku is on the other half of it, I believe. But I love the little swirls. I thought that was really cute. Here is the first journaling card, and it is a shaker. There are some stars that shake around in there. They do not want to shake for me right now. Or maybe I'm trying to get the wrong ones to shake. Then there is Pinocchio there, Pinocchio sticker in the middle. That's on hand-dyed cardstock, a little bit of washi. A little space to write down here and plenty on the back. This side, there are some tags cut from the paper used in the book, in the journal. I am really having a hard time getting this camera just keeps bouncing everywhere today. This was a coloring activity, well, like an activity book, but I just love the whale, and he gets swallowed by the whale, so I thought that was really cute to include. The other side had lobsters, but the colors match nice with the yellow paper. A little bit of decorative tape. Hand-dyed paper. Some hand-dyed paper. I am not in frame. Another coloring book page, and this had the fish. And I'm not sure if they're koi or goldfish, but they kind of look like fancy goldfish. And I thought that was cute because of the goldfish. Now, is the cat named Chloe or the goldfish named Chloe? I can't remember. Tell me down in the comments. Here is the blue with a little bit of washi. Here is your center, Pinocchio, with a Jiminy Cricket. And he's starting to turn into a donkey. He didn't listen. So I like that center. Here is another handmade journaling card with the shake. So all the colored little bits shake around. And then in the plastic are these holographic little bits. So it gives this double effect of the shaking. And then that's a piece of a book page from the Pinocchio book. Little extras on there. That's the back. Plenty of room to journal. Again, most of the little die cuts in here are ticket shaped. Here's an Old Maid card. Ticket shaped die cut. The other side of the fish coloring page. The whale's tail. Here are some tickets. There should have been more than one here. I'm going to look and add one. Actually, hold on one second. Let me see if I can find one right now. Okay, so what I found was this white one. It is cut out of this nice textured paper, like watercolor paper. So I think that'd be cute. You can design them however you want. So I'm going to put that in there. the dyed tickets again, and then one of those little pages with the holes cut into it. It's a new die cut, so I thought that was kind of neat. I think this is the last journaling card. I love this one. I think is my favorite. So the green bits shake around in there. I don't put tons in it, so you can still kind of write on it easily. And then like the little squiggles and the stars are in the plastic. And that is just a page again from a Pinocchio book. And then little die cuts. Little spray dyeing. But this one's my favorite. That might be because one of my favorite colors is the bright green, but I really liked how the Jiminy Cricket one came out. Here's the other side of that Sudoku, like I said. So it's like a coloring Sudoku page. So you could play a little Sudoku game and color in the little swirls. Hand-dyed paper. The yellow with a little bit of washi. There's everybody. Geppetto and Pinocchio and the cat and the fish. And there's the little cat and fish. I love how that, when you flipped it over, was just a little cat and fish sitting there. Little cupcake die and some tickets. 2 of those little orange sheets. The same page of stars, stickers. 2 of these. No, 3 of these ones with the days of the week. And then I picked this from that activity journaling book. And it because it looked like whales. And the other side was kind of fitting too. It's little, like wind-up birds, but Geppetto was a, he made puppets and stuff, so I thought that was kind of cute. On the other side, there are a couple prints for you to make your own little designs and that on, or just use them as journaling cards. I thought this one was really cute. Kind of reminds me of like the colors, the bright colors in Pinocchio. Whoops, they went this way. Blue Astro Brights. Paper dust from the edges of the paper. The other side of that coloring page, and this is like the wave part. Hand dyed. There's Pinocchio and Jiminy. And there again is little Jiminy Cricket. I love the little peaks. Like these pages worked out perfectly to have little peaks of the other character, which was cute. I mean, you can cover this up and right there or put pictures of that, but I just thought it was neat that there's these little peekaboos of the characters anyways. Little note card with the little faux diner receipt. It's actually like a children's toy receipt pad. And then a piece of hand-dyed cardstock. It's that textured, it's almost like watercolor paper. And then it's got the shiny, glimmery spray on it. So I thought that was neat to create with. Just a flashcard. I put the hand there because I'm not even sure why. I want to say because like he was trying to be a real boy. I don't think that, in my mind, it kind of makes sense. I'm not sure if it makes sense to you. Like he turned into a real boy, his hand started first, or, I'm digging a hole. I'm not sure where I'm going with that. Offcut of some yellow. This is a piece from Pinocchio book page that I didn't use. So, like, I put the piece in, I put the piece in the Toy Story for you to create with. I put this piece in there. I used, give me a second. Sorry about that. I had used part of the page. I don't think it was like this part. I think it was the other side. But I had used part of the page for one of the journaling cards. Coloring book page. This is, well, it's that piece of coloring book page where it's real thick. And I just thought it was neat designs there. So that is all tucked in the back there. And that is it for the Pinocchio. So we did Pinocchio and Toy Story 2 today. Both two real bright Crayola colored ones. Let me know what you think. I do like the way they came out. Enjoy the rest of your day and the rest of your week. Thank you for watching. Comment, like, subscribe, all the things. Have a great rest of your week. Thank you. Bye-bye.